hell is that? Okay, so it's been a long time. I'm Luke, for most of you that do or do not know. Beats me, right? So today, right, I'm gonna try to make this video. Personally, I don't even know if this is gonna freaking make it out to YouTube or wherever this video is gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about ghost stories, right? So I've had a lot of ghost experience in my life, I like to think, and I was watching a some kind of ghost video or whatever, and it kind of, like, I guess, inspired me a little bit in a way to make me want to make this video. So we're gonna go ahead and make this video. Number one on this ghost story that we are gonna be talking about. So a couple years ago, right, in this exact house, but this is when we didn't live here, but we live here now, but this was in a different house, that this happened. So basically, we were all standing in the living room, right? So the living room is like, there's like a little step here, and then there's the living room, and then it's as soon as you go up that step, it's inside the kitchen. So so the kitchen's here and the living room's here, and we're all standing here in the living room, and there's like maybe 7 of us just sitting in the living room, and everybody was like about to leave, and so we were just literally we were just sitting in the living room, and as everybody was saying their goodbyes, you know, whatever, giving each other hugs, whatever, there's little, I kid you not, there's bread sitting on the counter. Actually, you know what? No. The bread was on. It was like a loaf of bread on the microwave, and this bread has been sitting there and hasn't moved in probably a couple hours, or maybe even that whole day. I don't know who touched it or whatever. But so what happened was the bread it flew off the microwave, so we all freaked out at that point. So this mysterious bread flying incident that happened really put a scar on my life. You know, I'm really not gonna lie. It was pretty intimidating at that point, and I don't think I slept there. It was here, but I mean I live here now, so now I have to sleep here and live here. But it flew off the microwave, and we were all freaking out, and we're like, oh, it's probably pop up or whatever. Someone probably did that and threw that. Listen, I'm a real skeptical person, right? So whenever something like that happens, I don't immediately think that it's a family member that happened to. I immediately start thinking about literally every kind of situation that could possibly, like, happen, right? So I was like, oh my god, maybe it's like, I was younger. I was like, oh my god, maybe it's a demon. Maybe it's maybe it's freaking Satan trying to, like, possess us or something like that. Which brings me to another point in my life, which was before when this happened. So before this ever happened, when I was about maybe like from the age of 6 to 9 years old, maybe a little bit younger than that, I'm not even sure, but it was in that range, right? So I literally, like, I talked to my mom about this, because I was like, do you actually believe, like, do you think I was possessed? Because first of all, I believe 100% that I was possessed for like a pretty like long time, right? So I used to like hear stuff like talking in my ears, and this really freaks me out, because I still see stuff, and like I still see like ghosts or some kind of like weird stuff that just happens. But like, so like the ghost stuff that happened in my life, they're kind of small, right? Like, it's not like really like big, like, long stories. It doesn't have a beginning or really an end to it. It just happens. And so like I used to hear stuff talking in my head. I used to, like, they would try to like tell me to do stuff or like just do anything, and I was like, I didn't know at the time, right? But now that I'm older and I'm really thinking about it, I believe 100% that I was possessed at one point in my life. So let's completely get out of that. This next story, it wasn't like, this didn't happen to me, but my dad has told me about the story like a million times before. If you're watching this, I've heard it enough, Dad. But thanks. Yeah. So anyway, this story happened in the mountains, like, I don't know, I don't even know where it is, to be honest. Poconos maybe, I don't know. But this house had a fire in it before, like a long time ago, and the people who lived there, and my dad who was there, I believe my uncle was there too, but he saw, like before they knew that that house was haunted and it had ghosts in it. And 100% I believe in ghosts. I completely believe in ghosts, like, by all means. And so my dad woke up one night from just like from sleeping, and he saw, like, this guy just standing over him, just like screaming at him to get out of the house. Now, he doesn't know if it's just like, because like me and my mom were talking about this, like, we don't know if it's actually like just like some kind of scenario replaying over and over again, because I believe that kind of stuff happens. Like, some people who die and they don't know, like, they don't know where they're going, or they didn't go anywhere, they're just stuck, and that, like, stuff just keeps, like, it just replays, like, their life just replays over and over again. So he was like, he didn't know, like, if the ghost was trying to tell him to get out of the house because it was a fire, because scenarios were replaying or whatever. So a little bit later, my uncle walks in that room, same room that the ghost story happened to my dad, and same exact room. So he walks in there, and he sees this older lady just hovering over the bed, and he's not sleeping, he's wide awake, and he sees this old lady, like, hovering, not standing, like, physically hovering over top of the bed that my dad was sleeping in. Next story, somewhere over here on that dresser over there. One night, I was just laying in my bed, you know, I was just chilling out, and there was like a little, like, pencil thing, or like a little, like, it was a jar, and it was just sitting on my desk, and it was full of stuff, so there's no way it could have fell over. And I'm laying in my bed, and I'm watching YouTube, and I'm just sitting there, and it's literally right before I'm about to go to sleep, and it falls off the desk, like, flies off the desk, right? So I was looking for it, and like, where the hell did this thing go? Like, what flew off the desk? Like I said, I'm a real skeptical person. I want to figure stuff out. And so I go to look, and I'm like, what fell? Like, I don't see anything that fell. There's nothing on the floor. And I look behind it, and it literally was in the middle, and it flew behind the back of the dresser. And I was pretty much freaking out at this point. But anyway, if you guys want to hear more, just let me know, because I don't want to make this video too long. I tend to do that a lot. But if you guys definitely want to hear more, let me know. I have a lot more. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.